Welcome back to the CryptoLabs YouTube channel. This may be one of the most important videos that I have ever filmed on this YouTube channel, and I don't say that lightly because this is the foundation that everything we talk about, from bull run portfolios to DeFi, yield farming, staking, to DeFi portfolios, to making an income, to passive income, to every dollar in profit you take, is going to be determined by how you see the world. The world is not as it is. The world is as you are. I'm going to repeat that. The world is not as it is. Two people can witness the same event and walk away completely different. Everyone will see the event completely differently. Some people see it as a good thing. Some people see it as a good omen. Some people will see it as a gift. Others will say, why me? Poor me. I'm a victim, etc., etc. I remember when I thought 100K was a lot. And I'd go around saying that all of the time. 100K is a lot. Oh my God, it must be nice. It's so much. And everyone around me thought it was so much. And so it stayed so much. Then at one point, I said, maybe I should start seeing reality differently. And I got into a room with the people who had millions of dollars. And my perspective of what was a lot started shifting, and I didn't have much money. I was in debt, but I started saying to myself, okay, 100K is actually not a lot. And in a very short period of time, I had 100K. This YouTube video is inspired by a comment we got here. Tom said, in order to earn 400 a day or whatever that is in yield farming, you would need and he edited, but it said a serious amount invested. And I say this with respect, of course, a serious amount, 100K. Again, the world is not as it is. The world is as you are. I understand. For many people, 100K may seem like a lot. I get it. But most people think 100K is a lot. And I have a very simple recipe to success. What do most people do? And let me just do differently. What do most people believe? And let me just believe differently. Yeah, Netflix and chill is kind of like this thing that's tossed around like it's normal. When I realized that, I no longer Netflix and chill. I don't even know what that is. Well, 100K is a lot. If most people around you are saying that, it will forever be a lot. The second you get in community or around people who are like, that's not that much. Oh, that's possible. Oh, that's doable. Now you start thinking differently. Well, how could I get my hands on 100K? And I'm going to share with you in a second how anyone watching this video can have 100K this next cycle. Guaranteed. We'll get into that in a sec. So went on to say, you are talking to people watching your videos. If people have 100K, you know how many people we work with who have well over 100K? There's a lot of people. We just had a client success. They have millions of dollars. They watch these videos and they came to work with us. It's not about how much you have or how little. Again, I'm just seeing so many limiting beliefs, so much that's holding someone back here. And that's why I have to address this. And this permeates, this is replicated. Most of society thinks the same way, and that's why most of society is stuck. I don't play by society's rules anymore. I refuse to. If I see most people doing something, I look at, are those people successful? Are those the people I'd want to be? And if the answer is no, I just walk the other way. Like whatever they're doing, I'll just do the opposite because my chances of success are heightened. So I appreciate what you're saying, but I guarantee the average person watching your videos, yeah, the average person, I have no interest in the average person because the average person isn't willing to actually expand, to grow, to seek new information. The average person, I mean, that bar is very low these days. That bar is non-existent. That bar is like, the bar is low. So I also appreciate 100K as much. It will secure you a deposit, but your line of thinking isn't always helpful and realistic to the masses. I'm not interested in realistic. I did realistic for the first 28 years of my life and I was broke all of the time because I was realistic. Then I just had a look at all my realistic average friends and I said, no more. And I walked alone for a year or two. I got into different rooms with people who like this are saying 100K is not a lot. Don't be realistic. Don't be like the masses. And I started brainwashing myself. Every word you speak is self-hypnosis. Every word you speak is self-hypnosis. Every word you say, you are self-hypnotizing. You are literally communicating to the subconscious, and so it is. Your reality is going to be a byproduct of that conversation you have. It doesn't have to be words spoken. It's words and thoughts thought. Your thinking dictates your reality. And I know how ignorant that can sound. I get it. Because I was in the position where I was like, well, it must be nice. Oh, it must be easy. But then I just started realizing my way is not working. My way is not working. That inspired me to post something inside the UIG here. Again, a different way of thinking. Our community thinks bigger. Some people have $1,000, some people have 10 grand, some people have 100 grand, some people have a couple million. It's the difference in thinking. It's rubbing your shoulders with people who are thinking differently. And I wrote today, crypto DeFi on the internet, adding a 0.2 to your net worth. There is no reason why every single amazing human in here couldn't add at least an extra 6 figures to their net worth over the next year or two. 100K is not a lot. It's not a lot. Maybe the average person is like, oh my God, 100K is a lot. There are opportunities to make 100K not much. Some people need to work 10 years to save that up. We can do that in a cycle. To some, 100K may seem like peanuts. To others, it may seem like a lot. It's all relative and doesn't change the fact that you could add a 0 or 2 to your net worth this upcoming cycle, no matter how much or little money you have. And by the way, you don't really own your fiat currency anyway, but that's a different topic. The truth is, and here's what I want to bring to light, and let me know if anything lands in the comments. Again, I speak this with respect, but I'm not someone who's just, I raise the bar. The bar is here. The standard is here. And you either are going to come meet it or you're not, and you're not going to like me. I really don't care if you like me or not. I just want people. I have such a hunger inside because I know what it's like to be broke, depressed, suicidal. Life sucked. And it was people that started challenging me and holding the bar higher that at first I actually disliked. Like, F you, how dare you? But after a month or two of actually it being stuck in my brain because I knew there was a nugget of truth, I started holding the bar higher and I got out of my depression. I got out of my brokenness. I got out of my limited thinking. And my world and life expanded to the point where sometimes I have to pinch myself of like, this is the reality I get to live. All because I didn't accept average or the average human being. So crypto is a really small arena right now. As of today, this recording or this writing, $1.4 trillion market cap. Just a few months ago, we were sitting under $1 trillion. So 400 billion, which is not that much for a market, comes in, and we're seeing Bitcoin go from 17K to 37K. And alts like Solana go from 6 to 60, meaning you could have bought $10,000 of Solana and you'd have 100 grand. And nothing even happened yet. Nothing's even happening. Can you imagine Bitcoin, ETH, alts will do when the big money comes in, when ETFs are available, when crypto becomes more user-friendly and more fiat is on-ramped into crypto? You could have a small little 4-figure. You could have a couple $1,000s in a well-built portfolio and you'll end with 6 figures in profit. If 100 grand is not a lot to you, if it seems like this massive mountain, so unrealistic, no one, just talk to average people. They can't even fathom that. Of course you'll never do it because you'll never take the action in the first place. You'll remain skeptical. A couple grand can make you 6 figures in the next bull run, in the next cycle. And once you learn how to identify these cycles, you can do it again and again and again and again, as long as you don't think 6 figures is a lot or $1 million is a lot or multi-million. But you're never going to grow past your limitations, your beliefs. And so no, I will stay very rigid in my setting the bar a lot higher for people because 6 figures is not like a lot. You could buy a few bricks in an apartment these days. It's literally nothing, but we're still stuck in our old way of thinking it's so much. And that is a dangerous place to live. And I know it from firsthand experience. We're still early. So like I said, a couple $1,000s, and even if you just do the simple math, will be worth 6 figures. And seeing that the median net worth of an individual, not median, that's not the average net worth of an individual in the US is around 800. The median, which skews the numbers a little bit, is 130. Pulled from average people, average. You talk to most people about an opportunity or about something, and they're just skeptical instantly. That's the average person's response to things. We're still early. Take advantage of it. That's my time. I know to some, this is going to be like, this guy's an a-hole. This guy doesn't get it. This guy's so out of touch with reality. This guy has lost his mind, and I'm proud of that. because I used to be very realistic and life wasn't working out. I had to lose my mind in order to find it. And now I'm constantly drawing in my mind. It's self-hypnosis. Every word you say, every thought you think. That's why if I hear someone complaining or bringing negativity into my area, they're instantly shut out of my life. I don't have room for it. There is so much available, and human beings are literally realizing, even me, I'm realizing such a small percentage of my potential. And the game is to keep increasing that. Get around people who literally at first kind of like piss you off because they should. It's like they're forcing you to grow. And many of us just stay in the same circles, and the same people, and the same conversations, and the same complaints, and the same news, and the same media. And of course, we end up like the average of the 5, 6, 7 people. And we know that, yet we don't change it, which to me is like the pinnacle of stupidity. It's like you know it, but you're not changing it. Well, okay, you're dumb. If you don't know it and you're ignorant of the fact, then you get a pass. But once you know the information and you're still not acting upon it, now it's 100% your fault. You have zero excuse. And I'm not talking to any individual here. This just inspired this sort of monologue because this line of thinking completely changed my life. And I'd love that for anyone who actually listens to this message. And that's that. We'll get back to some crypto DeFi stuff, some yield farming stuff. Our members are freaking killing it. You should see our Slack. Every day in Slack, we get 3, 4, 5 wins. I just made $3 a day, $10 a day, $25 a day, $50 a day, $100 a day, $200 a day, $300 to $500 a day. And no one starts there. You compound your way up. It's a business we're building. We start small. It's a small business, then it grows into a medium business, and then it grows into a company. And we start by producing $3 to $10 a day. And that keeps getting rolled into new opportunities and our business builds. Not many people just start there. I didn't start there. I didn't start there. So I really hope that helps. With that said, I'm going to zip out of here. I will leave some videos up here for your educational purposes. Like and subscribe if you have not yet. And let me know in the comments what landed, what pissed you off, what rubbed you the wrong way. But what do you know there was a kernel of truth in? And what you do with that is ultimately up to you. With that said, I'm going to get out of here. Appreciate you. Peace.